Weeks after the chairman of the California Assembly Public Safety Committee refused to hear several fentanyl-related bills, lawmakers from both parties reached a deal to make sure those are heard.
I request unanimous consent for the Public Safety Committee to hold a special hearing.
That hearing now set for next week. Republicans say that they were ready to force a vote before the entire assembly. It's worth noting that members from both parties have their bills held up and say that people continue to die in the meantime.
Every single day, more than 15 Californians die of fentanyl poisoning. This is a poison. And so the way that we are approaching this needs to be different.
From Assembly Bill 955 that would increase penalties for those selling drugs on social media to AB 675 that would make it an automatic felony if someone is found with a gun and fentanyl, to AB 1058, which would increase penalties for those possessing large amounts of fentanyl. Lawmakers aren't short on ideas, but those ideas weren't even being given a chance.
I've never seen anything like this.
The chair of the Assembly Public Safety Committee began rejecting all fentanyl-related bills last month, regardless of party.
This is not a partisan issue. This is hurting kids and communities all across the state.
Thursday's bipartisan deal to force the committee to hear the 3 previously mentioned bills and 3 more is considered a step in the right direction, says Fresno Assemblymember Jim Patterson.
The voice of the people broke through the obstruction and the bias against holding fentanyl drug dealers accountable. They started to open up their eyes, their hearts, and their ears to the pleas of the family members.
Parents like Amy Neville.
Alex died on the floor of his room from a fake pill made to look and marketed as an oxycodone, but was really fentanyl.
And Chris Didier.
We've learned Zach was sold a fake prescription pill through Snapchat advertised as harmless Percocet.
Patterson says Democrats on the committee have expressed hesitancy over legislation that would lead to greater incarceration numbers. But some of their own fellow Democrats say a stronger message is desperately needed.
We need to ensure that additional investments in treatment and rehabilitation are coupled with stronger penalties to ensure that we have appropriate punishments in place for traffickers who are poisoning Californians.
I reached out tonight for a statement from the chairman of the Assembly Public Safety Committee, in this case Assemblymember Reginald Byron Jones Sawyer. I did not hear back from his office. But in March, he said the committee often hears, quote, duplicative efforts or broad-scoped legislation offering temporary solutions or providing no rational solutions at all. Instead, he said that he was set on holding a hearing that would lead to, quote, solid legislation.
Want to see more stories like this? Watch Great Day weekday mornings from 5 to 10 and Fox 26 News at 10.